Hey guys, it's Kaz here. We're going to be taking on the Extreme Super Battle Road for Terrifying Conquerors. And oh goodness, if you've been watching the channel for a bit, you know I absolutely love the Ginyu Force team. And they are on Terrifying Conquerors, so we're going to go ahead and bring it back. I went ahead and got my new Int Ginyu. I think it's just Ginyu Force, correct? Yeah, it's Ginyu Captain Ginyu Force. So he has the same name as the actual free-to-play physical Captain Ginyu with the Ginyu Force behind him. But yeah, this guy is a very, very good card. I actually didn't get his essay fully leveled up. But his link levels are done. So we're going to go ahead and bring him. I actually haven't had the opportunity to use him, so I'm a little excited. But I'll see you guys when we get into the stage. Alright, let's get going. Alright, let's get this going. I went ahead and brought the Frieza support memory. Remember guys, there's no limits at all to these stages. It's literally just complete them, so use items, use your support memories, use everything that you can to the best of your abilities. Let's go ahead and run. Kind of want to just run this up. I really should be doing something along the lines of this, to be honest. Actually, you know what? I will do that. Screw it. I will do that. I will actually do that. So with this Ginyu, you actually... I still need to do my orb video because this is actually a perfect example. So you actually don't want to get Int Key Spears. You want to get Rainbow with this Ginyu to get his support. But what you want to get is you want to get Rainbow and a Key Spear type other than Int. I know. It is why the Int character not want the Int orbs. It's how the card's built. There's certain cards that are built like this that I really need to just sit down and make a video on because, yeah, the game's getting a little complex, and this is a very, very good showcase for it. Especially with the Broly Chilai and Lemo EZA, a lot of the newer players aren't going to know what the heck is actually going on, but just know that card is ridiculous when you know how to play with it. Especially if you're more of a vetted player, that card only goes up in value. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and just run this up like this. But just know if you do have this Ginyu in the back, you want to get Rainbow Orbs, but a Key Spear typing other than Int, other than the purple orbs, the purple card that he is, other than those purple orbs. You want to get another one for that to get the maximum out of Ginyu. Getting the Int is okay, but you're not getting the maximum. Rainbows, like, you're still getting the little bit of a buff, but like I said, you really want those rainbows and then something other than Int. I'll probably sit down either sometime tonight or sometime tomorrow to go ahead and try to plot out how I want to do the Key Spear explaining video. It's gonna be fairly basic for the old guard, but for the new guys, it's gonna be fairly informative. It's basically just gonna explain things that, I mean, if you don't read, like, that's the big thing about Dokkan, right? You gotta read your cards and see what they do. Let's run. Okay, so we're getting super in that slot. I think we're just gonna run this up. And we're just gonna dodge the super, because we just dodge all of them. Actually, if I remembered correctly, I would have just put Jace in the first slot. Oh, he's stunned too? Oh, my bad. I didn't even know that. The other guy was stunned. I didn't even see the stun pop up on him. But ideally, if he wasn't stunned right there, you would have wanted to put Jace because he's still... he wouldn't have been able to super. That's the cool thing about Jace's Scouter effect. And also, AGO Ginyus, if you get to Goku Ginyu, you get a little bit of a Scouter effect. His isn't anywhere near as good as Jace's, though. We go run that through. Too easy. But yeah, if you saw the last video with Super Battle Road, you'll see a little bit of a trend. We do all ESBRs and Super Battle Roads the exact same way. Let's run. Oh, we actually don't have much of a choice. Let's do this. Actually, we should have did Ginyu and Global in the first slot. Yeah, it's fine. Who is... We can just run this up just to get some damage then. He's actually not going to get a super. That's fine. We like to run Icarus and we like to run Shamu for these multiple fights right here. Because we get 2 turns of pretty much just skating by. We do it for ESBR and SBR. You know, we don't discriminate. They both can catch these items because there's literally no reason not to. I understand a lot of people like to go ahead and just do the no items right away, just I don't know, for fun. I guess that's why you don't want to do no items, is just for fun. But unless the mission specifically says no items, you will not be seeing no items. Like, if you are very curious to see when I used to do no items, you can go into the playlist on my channel that says 7th year anniversary videos. I did a whole bunch of the red zones when they came out free to play. So if you want to see some challenging videos, you can go for that. I also did a whole bunch of the red zones when they came out with no items, so you can go and see my my challenging days. But those are, I'd say, far from over until we start seeing some missions that require us not to use items. I think they're kind of moving away from them. If you guys remember, about a year ago, we actually had quite a few of those, but now they're kind of just, dare I say, evaporating. Like, they're just not making them anymore. This is actually what I want to do. But we'll go ahead and just run this up. Actually, no, we won't. We'll do this. Drop the ore power I want. Yes, perfect. Okay, so we're gonna get the maximum out of this Ginyu. And then we'll run this. And we already had the Shaman on that, bro. But yeah, about a year ago, they were really pumping out the no item content in the missions and stuff like that, like completed with X character with or X team with no items and stuff like that. But now they're kind of just moving away from them. I'd have to look back at the events to see exactly why, but my best guess is that events are just getting very, very difficult, and having to put the Baron of, you know, not using items on, especially like new players and stuff, is just very, very crippling for them. Because I understand there are like some very good new players that actually can get this content done, like just starting off in the anniversary. Like, you have all of the tools if you just started your account to get all of these blue zones and red zones done, and even we call it these missions done. And I think that's in part because, you know, there's not crazy limiters. It's like one of each extreme typing, which, if you just started the game, it should be in theory difficult, but you can make some things work out, especially with some good planning and some items. Let's run this up right here. But yeah, I think that was just supering. That's Krillin, right? Okay, we're killing him. I think that was kind of planned by Akatsuki. That way, they didn't gatekeep a lot of these missions and these mission rewards. I think having the no item, the burden of that complete something with no items is just locking out a lot of the player base from content. Because, I mean, we have to remember, guys, like, all of us that have been playing the game for years and stuff like that, we have crazy boxes, we have crazy link levels on all of our cards. Even though our cards might not be like ridiculously powerful, right? We might only have like 55% units and stuff like that. You might not have like full rainbowed out boxes like some of the other veterans and stuff. Maybe you've only been playing for like 2 to 3 years. But you've had enough time to build up massive amounts of easy A's completed, massive amounts of medals, massive amounts of Elder Kai medals. Like, a lot of these new guys, they're coming in, they have no trading items. Like, they have no Supreme Kai medals. You know, they're starving out here. Oh, nice. This is actually perfect too. They're starving out here, and I think it's just very, very good that Akatsuki is kind of, you know, recognizing that and making it more available for all of us. Like, I do understand there's some people out there that's like, well, we want harder events so we can have fun with the game. The game's not challenging anymore. Fair enough. Let's go ahead and run the Whis right here too. Fair enough, that is true. But if you want more challenging events and the game's not challenging for you, literally just do these events without items. I guarantee you it's gonna be a challenge. Unless you got a full rainbowed out box with like some ridiculously powerful strategy in mind. Run it without items. Run teams that you just don't use. Like, you don't have to run your best team in every single stage and then complain that the game isn't hard. Run the Dragon Ball Heroes team. Like Dragon Ball Heroes, and go ahead and run the team. Like, have fun. Like, you don't need to use your best team in every single event and then complain that the game isn't challenging or the game isn't difficult. Yeah, if you use the best of the best, if you put all of your resources into them like you should be doing, nobody's gonna fault you for putting your resources into them. But if you do absolutely everything to min-max that character, of course that character is gonna be great. Of course it's gonna be great. So if you're one of those guys that are like, oh, we need harder events and stuff like that, don't even worry. Especially if you're on global. If you're on global, you're saying we need hard events. Oh, when does some of the JP stuff starts dropping? Like what JP just got with Goku and Frieza? Oh goodness. Wait till that starts dropping. You're gonna be wishing we had some sort of global foresight coming to that. When these hard events start dropping at the same time as JP and global, oh goodness, you're gonna be wishing we had time to prep. Right now, the anniversary, I've heard people say it's dull. I've heard people say it's not difficult. All the new events are just like, you know, complete walkthroughs and stuff like that. That won't happen in City. It won't. It will not. Everything is going to be difficult again, and that is because we are going to be synced. Next month we're going to have the worldwide download celebration. That'll be the beginning of the sync. So literally just wait, guys. Do everything right now. Get your bag, you know, summon for Beast Gohan, get that boy. I would recommend trying to go for a dupe or two. Just prepare, because it only gets harder from here. It only gets harder from here. I don't know when we're gonna get to Tanabata stuff, but it's gonna be very, very challenging when we start getting some of those new events. But yeah, guys, I mean, that's pretty much it right there. Well, that took a little bit longer to load. There must be a lot of people on the servers or something. But yeah, guys, that's how we like to use, or how we like to do ESBRs and SBRs. Nice, we got a title. Run Whis, run Icarus, run Chi-Chi, run Shamu. Pop your Shamu and your Icarus at the same time. When there's multiple enemies, and when there's just a single enemy, just pop one Nurse Chi-Chi. Towards the end, once you already ran through your Shamus and your Icaruses, because they last 2 turns, so not just 1 turn, they're 2 turns. Go ahead and pop a Chi-Chi and a Whis, and you're cooking. You just run through everything. But yeah, guys, that's gonna be it for the video. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and I will see you all later.